from Kyoto. I think a lot of my live streams start with me just hitting the button. So here we go. Good morning, everybody. It is 6:30 in the morning. We are out here in Kyoto. The moon is up over there. It's a beautiful morning. And we are out here for a single project, and I thought it might be nice to take a little bit of a walk with you guys and enjoy the city this morning. As there are hotels and whatnot around here, at the beginning I'm gonna keep my voice just a little bit lower. But let's do some backstreet exploring. Jump in the comments. Let's make this an interactive one. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, what time it is, how everything is going. Arrived in Kyoto yesterday and out here for an indeterminate number of days. Out here basically until the project is finished. And I see that there. Elaine, thank you so much for starting things off with some chicken. Hey Victor, it's 4 pounds so we can grab some chicken for breakfast after this.
Okay.
So, also Victor's with me. So, good morning all. So, what we're gonna do, why don't we walk from here over to like the Kiyomizu area?
That's not too far. We can do that.
So there are some, and wow, Tim kicking things off with 15 pounds, morning socially distanced coffee for you and Victor. Thank you very much. Actually, I very unfairly, I very unfairly said to Victor, oh, come on, that's unfair. He was gonna grab coffee before the stream, but I only have so many hands. You did.
I did.
I thought I guilted you out of it, and I felt so bad.
No. I want coffee. I'm gonna get some coffee.
So, this is the area we are in now, and it's got some absolutely beautiful back streets. So we're gonna go check them out. Let's go this way. It's actually amazing to see how many people are up so bright and early. And Edo van Diest, hi from the Netherlands. And Edo, thank you very, very much for that. We're gonna grab some nice breakfast after this, so that'll help. We were actually out here just a couple hours ago doing photography. And it, what was it, like midnight-ish? No, it wasn't that late yet. We got to bed early this time. So.
But it was crowded even then.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so this path right here, the Ninenzaka path, or the 2-year hill path, it's not that big of a hill. It's kind of melodramatic. Takes you 2 years to get up the hill. So this, let me know when we are reconnected. Entirely my fault, guys. I'm again using the iVideo Wi-Fi router, but I forgot to actually turn it on, so my phone was being a little funky. There we go. There we are. Finally get a nice light balance with that sky. What a beautiful, like, I've been shooting this on a long lens, but this actually looks very nice wide.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow, just spectacular. And it is 6:35 in the morning right now. Again, out on the east side of Kyoto. And since we're here for a couple days, I thought it might be nice to bring you guys along and show you. Okay, let's keep going. We've actually got a pretty tight shooting schedule. over the next couple of days. Also, lots of cats here. So that's the thing. If you've ever wanted to just, you know, buy these cats, there they are. So we've actually got a really tight shooting schedule over the next couple of days, but I thought it might be nice to bring you guys along for a little bit of a walk and a morning adventure here in Kyoto. I will say this much though, it is cold this morning. I don't think Victor or I were expecting it to be this cold whatsoever. Got some, it's actually really nicely done. It's got like that retro, like 50s look.
Yeah.
And it matches the area as well. Yeah, guys, give that like button some love. Let's see if we can't get the like button to match the number of people we have hanging out in the stream. It is such a beautiful morning. And I feel like I zip through this so quickly, but each spot, there's just so much to appreciate. Like, look at this view up here. If we punch in a little bit. That's some healthy morning activity right there. So, as we walk through, funny story, I was gonna be doing like another jogging video. I did like a 20-minute jog through Tokyo, completely silent.
POV.
But the thing is, there was actually a secret backstory to it.
Oh.
Give me a second. There's gonna be a noisy vehicle coming through here in a moment. Oh. Did they not collect all the garbage yesterday?
They did.
Oh my lord. Okay, so Shoop da Whoop, awesome name by the way, says Norm is the coolest. Well, thank you. That's really nice. Victor's also pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And Chelsea says, great live stream for my lunch break. Much love from Arizona. Chelsea, thank you very much. I'm trying to keep this truck on this side of the screen because it makes it a little quieter, because that is a really loud truck. And Say Pinecone says, Kyoto looks so beautiful. I hope I get to go to Japan or two when things calm down. Get something to eat on me. Well, thank you. I think this guy's collecting recycling actually.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to wait for him to pass because it loud. So, wow, and A8, wow, so loud. Thank you. This is actually something I've been moderately surprised about, is the number of incredibly loud trucks just constantly going through the quiet streets of Kyoto. Like, Kyoto will be incredibly, it's just such a quiet area, but it's constantly super loud trucks coming through. I got a question on like whether or not Japan is going to open up again. I think I say this every time, so I'm just going to reiterate because I think it's useful to reiterate. I did a video on Japan talking about reopening up, and B, keep in mind that in the end, I'm just a content creator sharing content. So my guess is gonna be as good as your guess. So I don't wanna give any false information, false hope, or lead anything in the wrong direction. So hope you understand that. Wow, this is beautiful. Like, I just wanna run through here. Like, look at that. Oh. So, and I think every single live stream, I get the question, how do you wake up so early? The trick is just not to go to bed. It's easy to wake up early if you didn't go to sleep.
Okay.
All right.
Does that technically mean that we're still in yesterday?
It's always yesterday because we're always heading towards tomorrow.
No.
I thought this truck was gonna be gone, and then
This is backing up.
he's just backing into the area.
He's gonna go up the stairs too.
He's just gonna back right up those stairs. Okay, so as we do this then, let's check out this way. Again, thank you to everybody who just chimed in with that round of super chats. Really appreciate that. I have a story I want to share with you guys. Those blue nests just are not beautiful. Oh, look at that path, eh? Look at that. Maybe we'll hit that on the way back.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, he actually has to go up the stairs to collect things. That is dedication to his job. Oh, wow. So once we get up the stairs here and past the hybrid, they need a hybrid. The beautiful views of Kyoto. And like, I don't know if you're noticing, but he is making no effort to be quiet about it either.
Oh, no, he's just going at it.
He's just like, bang, bang, bang. It's so contradictory to what you would expect. So I did that video with jogging a few months back. Now, there was actually a secret story hidden within the video. If you turn on subtitles, it has my internal dialogue for the whole jog.
Really?
Yeah. And it was meant to be just a little Easter egg for people to find. A few people found it, and it was a lot of fun. If you're interested in seeing that, it's just a video of me jogging through Tokyo silently in the morning at like 4:30 in the morning or something like that. That was a lot of stairs. And, oh, look at that, eh? I was gonna do another one of those videos, and then I broke my foot. Now that was the better part of 6 months ago. My foot has never healed. My foot is still in pain every single day. It's almost funny. Look at that view. The traditional garbage trucks of Japan. There we are. All right, let's keep on our way. Yes, I've been to a doctor. I got it x-rayed and set and checked and everything like that. And it was just kind of the way things went. There's really nothing else that can be done about it. So, oh no. Well, Patricia dropped something in and then it disappeared. So, this is not the Gion area, this is the Kiyomizu area. And the crows, they're just like, y'all took my garbage. I was looking forward to that garbage. Look at this though. Like, it doesn't even look real. This was a very beautiful morning for a walk. Oh, come on. With all the big noisy vehicles. It was kind of funny because we had the opportunity to speak to, wow, a Kyoto local yesterday. Hi. And that is a loud crow. Look at this too. What a... So we had an opportunity to speak to a Kyoto local yesterday. And before coming to Kyoto, some friends in Tokyo were like, be careful on your trip. Kyoto people are very proud, but we've had really nice experiences. Except the girl and her boyfriend yesterday.
Oh yeah.
We're like, isn't Kyoto wonderful? Isn't it so much more classy than Tokyo? Don't you love Kyoto better than Tokyo? They're very like leading questions, and it was kind of difficult to keep up with. So we just gently sidestepped. You know what? Let's take a look down this way.
Look at the details. The awning and stuff.
It is absolutely gorgeous. There we are. Look at that, guys. Just gonna take a second just to take it in quietly. More often than not, like you see these lanterns, but when you actually get up close, they're often quite beat up. Yeah, they've, as Victor's saying, they've seen better days. There we are. We're just gonna wait for this guy to go through. And off we go. That was the quietest vehicle we've seen this morning. So right now, we are walking up to the Kiyomizu area, and Carla O'Connell is chiming in with, can't wait to catch up on the rest of this tomorrow. Good night from Ireland. Thanks, guys. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that Irish pronunciation because I think we all know I'll butcher it. And Patricia's back in. And have some nice brekkie, guys. Are you in Kyoto to check the creepy tunnel again? Will Victor look in the mirror this time?
I don't know, will we?
Victor's leaving some mystery around it. That is one of our side goals for this adventure. We've actually locked into doing a fairly large project, something that I think everybody will really appreciate during a time like this. And so we've just been shooting non-stop. But ladies and gents, oh my lord, here we are at Kiyomizu with yet another truck. Oh boy. Kyoto, the loudest little quiet city on earth. Okay, so before we go up this way, in case you haven't been out to this area, we're gonna start with the smaller details. So we're gonna come off to the side over here. We're gonna take a look. This gentleman is clearly doing very well on his run. He's gonna live forever. Wow. Okay, so this is Kiyomizudera. That's an overall look at it. And this way here, I don't even have words. You don't need words. Let's just look. I thought maybe I'd be able to escape cars by coming this way. I thought wrong. It is actually quite steep. Like this entire area is just kind of all over the place. It doesn't really show up on camera when it's super steep.
Oh no, it never does.
And Connor Kona says, love what you do, man. Out of Japan at the moment because of everything, and watching the streams there makes me feel like I'm back home. Love from Ireland. Well, good sir, thank you very much. Much love to you. Hope you and everybody else are doing well. I said it in a recent video, and I kind of want to expand on it. There's a slight, how can I put this? There's a positive caveat hiding in all of this. I think a lot of us spend our lives wondering what's gonna happen if everything all falls apart. Especially like as a creator, like what happens if the jobs disappear? For me as a Shamisen player, what happens if the Shamisen jobs disappear? All of that happened. and we're still alive. So I think that if you've gotten this far with the world in its current state and you still have your sanity intact and you personally as a person have survived this long, aside from major losses that people have unfortunately had to suffer, I think that you've proven your strength, and it should be a huge confidence boost to you. You should be really proud of yourself as a person, because we're all experiencing this for the first time together. And I just wanted to reiterate that message, because I think each and every one of you has been through a lot through all of this. Each of us has our own kind of backstory to this. Each of us has our own kind of struggle to this. And the fact that everyone's staying so positive and giving it their best during a difficult time is just amazing to me. So let me turn this around. I want to say this with my face. It's really bright, but I really appreciate you guys and just all the effort that you put in to stay positive and make this community what it is. That's it. I just wanted to. Victor's just taking in the views. Let's do that with him. There we go. Such a nice view. Like, you got Kyoto Tower out here. You got more noisy vehicles coming down there. Such a wonderful space. Now, some of the leaves are also starting to change. Not all of them, but some. Victor, shall we head up the stairs? Let's go this way. Oh, look at that view. Like that right there. If you just want to go ahead and screenshot that, there you are. Oh, wow. Look at, dude, look at the wide angle lens on this. I was doing everything all wrong yesterday.
Yeah, it was good.
Holy heck. Can I get you to hold that for a second so I can like just get a shot of this?
Yeah, give me a second.
Wow, guys. Look at all of this. Keep it somewhat pointed up so it, otherwise it like goes over bright.
Okay.
I gotta get a picture or two. This is just, that lighting, it's just something else. Holy, that's really nice. I forgot how wide that lens is. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
wait,
pretty
you
long.
can see my, the moment lens is actually wider than the, Sony lens. Come on, dude. There we go. Beautiful. Thanks, Victor.
No problem.
Shall we slowly start walking up?
Okay.
I forgot how wide that crazy moment lens can be.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody wondering,
Yep.
for anybody wondering, I'm running the Moment 14 millimeter fisheye lens right now, which is how we're getting this insanely wide view. Oh my Lord, I almost just wanna, I'm like, should I just end the live stream so I can take these pictures? This is beautiful. Holy. So as you can see, some of the leaves are starting to change. Again, let's do another round of trying to get the likes to match the number of viewers. If you haven't given that like button some love, give it some love. Leave me something in the chat section. Let's chat it up, say hello, get to know each other in there. And Nadif says, hey, I just wanted to thank you for the content you make. Sense of peace you bring in morning walks. Greetings from Sweden. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate those kind words. I appreciate the super chat. I'm glad that I can share this with you guys. I'm in a fortunate situation where I'm in a position to be able to share this with you. And so a small part of me feels that I should. Feels like it would almost be a waste not to share it with you. Look at that. And then in the background there, we have the city of Kyoto itself. Oh, just beautiful views. The crows are saying good morning. So I always thought that these were really, really organized. They look like they're raked daily, but all the stones are kept in little like plastic capsules. Like they've got dividers, which is something that I was not expecting. So I've got people from all over, man. Qatar, Egypt, Brisbane. Oh, hi. We got here just too early to get the proper changing of the leaves. So wow. You guys are really watching from all over. That's really incredible. There are some things that just slightly blow my mind. Like in a place like this, they actually had to put up that sign for a reason. Like somebody did that. Somebody was like, you know what? This looks like a good place to light up. Why? And it is too early to take a walk through the temple itself, but you have some maintenance crew here in the morning doing some cleaning of the fountains. Usually when you're going in, you actually go in through here. And from over there, you've got a beautiful view of this side. It looks like the majority of the construction is finished. I'm so curious, is she gonna go for it? Does she work here? Yeah, Victor looks curious too. Victor's like, is she going for it?
She is.
Yeah. I have so many questions. Ah, okay. Oh, look at that. They keep it staffed right there. I actually want to head down this way because I did say we'd be walking through the streets of Kyoto, and while the major attractions are beautiful, I kind of want to get out and get down and check some of the pathways out. I was so distracted, I took my eyes off the comments for a moment, and we jumped way ahead. So good morning to everybody watching. There's this little thing out here that I absolutely love. I spent probably 20 minutes yesterday getting shots of it. Just absolutely love it. To Nosh and everybody else, good morning. All right, let's go back around this way because we didn't come from that way. Look at that. Ah. Honestly, this is why I do all my photography on my smartphone. Just cause like, look at that. Ah, a huge debt of gratitude. Ohayou gozaimasu. What is this guy dumping? Is he feeding the fish? Huh. Gentleman over there is feeding the fish, but considering his age range, we're gonna keep our distance just to be respectful. Let's take a peek over here. That's the other thing that I've been kind of loving. Like, she's here to check the gas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that woman that just walked by us is here to check the gas meters and see how much gas is being used. And that's just kind of amazing to me when I see these absolutely like yesterday when we were at Yasuka Shrine last night.
Yeah.
I saw the most amazing thing and I captured it.
What was that?
A pizza delivery guy carrying a pizza delivery into the shrine.
Dang, man. Monks, they have a good day.
These monks ordering up their pizza. That made my night yesterday when I saw the monks ordering pizza. And for anybody just tuning in now, number one, we are at Kiyomizu out in Kyoto. And number two, give that like button some love, chime in the comments. Great place to get to know each other and join the community. Frosh and Maximus says hi. All right. Back down, I guess. Yeah. They skipped out on the Shojin Ryori and instead went for the pizza. Every shot looks like it could just be a painting or just a picture or just, everything. The clouds actually worked out really well in our favor this morning as well. Very soon, the sun is gonna peak over the mountains. And right now, it is 7:03 in the morning. That's kind of the thing. So for many people don't know, but Kyoto is surrounded on 3 out of 4 sides by mountains, which means when you get to the summertime, Kyoto is famously one of the most humid and uncomfortable places to be because the mountains just capture in all of the humidity and just hold it there like it's in a giant bowl. And so they say that if you are not very strong against humidity, if you're not a fan of it, to avoid Kyoto in the summer. I've always found that Kyoto in the fall and the spring, those 2 seasons are really good, but it can also be really crowded as well. And Sven says, thank you, good replacement for my trip to Japan. Sven, thank you very much. I really appreciate that super chat. I hope your day is beautiful, and I'm glad I can bring you along for this. Really am. I want to show you guys this little viewpoint. In case you ever come out here, this is a really good spot. Standing right about here with a photo out here, or standing right over here with a photo facing this way. Whoo-wee. That's a view right there. That is just so nice. All right. And almost feel like the leaves have started to change color even more. I thought for sure we were gonna get really bright colors this year because you see, when I had my Shamisen built like a year or 2 ago, the shamisen maker told me something very interesting, which is if you get a cold snap, if the temperature suddenly changes over, you get more vibrant colors in the fall leaves. But when the temperature gradually changes over, you get a lot more browns and all of that. So I always kept that little nugget of wisdom from the old shamisen maker. And Tim is saying, I'm so sorry to hear that, Tim, was supposed to be in Osaka now. Well, hopefully this helps add just a little bit to those of you who can't be here right now. And Pookie, that's an awesome name, by the way, says, thank you for sharing the beauty of Kyoto. Well, Pookie, thank you very much just for taking the time to join. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for the super chat. And Tim, I'm glad that this does help. There you go. Already starting to get some people in here. I just love this like single tree right here. Don't know what it is. It's just aesthetically pleasing with Kyoto in the background. Love this single tree. As we head back into the streets of Kyoto, and Tim is saying, caress that like button and give that like button some love. If you're up for it, share the views, share the stream, rope in a friend, do some distanced watching together over YouTube, shoot it off to that friend who you were supposed to be traveling to Japan with and be like, hey, let's walk through Kyoto together. We're gonna head back into the back streets and do a little more exploring. I don't know about you, Victor. I wasn't expecting to get this hungry this quickly, this early, but breakfast is definitely happening soon as well. Walk the opposite way back through here. Look at that. It's actually considerably crowded. Now, amazingly, we have seen more non-Japanese people this morning than we did pretty much all of yesterday. Understandably, not that many people are getting in or through right now. So yesterday, pretty much everywhere we went, it was like it was 2005 again. People were looking at us like, whoa. People would approach and be like, hey, how did you get into the country? And we're like, we live here. But this morning everyone's doing it right, coming out nice and early. Victor's trailed off in the background to get photos. Again, look at that view. That Victor view. Yeah, I was saying how we've already seen more non-Japanese people this morning than we saw pretty much all of yesterday. They're picking the right time to come out and hang out, you know? And I want to give a special shout out to Tim and the rest of the Moderator crew for all of their support with these live streams as well. I really appreciate that. Tim, you'll see him dropping links in the chat every now and then. He drops little gems of gold. We have a whole separate community where we hang out. You are invited to join anytime that you want. I really appreciate them taking the time to moderate these so that I can enjoy the walk and the chat with you guys just a little bit more. Type Beast is in here as well. May the Mediator is sometimes in, as well as Keech. I think that is the entire moderator crew. The sounds of Kyoto in the morning.
Needs more pro.
It needs more cowbell.
Yeah.
So, there we are. And there is a Discord community for the Patreon side of things. All the tiers are listed out there. We do Discord. We have a secret Instagram where we do live streams and all that. And Kieran Hill says, great content. Keep it up from the UK. Well, thank you very much. Now, the thing is, these live streams, every now and then, love to cut out at about an hour. I always get really nervous about it just dropping the stream at about an hour. And so we're getting close to that. We're at about 42 minutes right now. So we're gonna start walking back this way through the streets.
All right.
You just... And it was actually, what, like 2 months ago that you and I were driving through these streets.
Yep.
These streets are not easy to drive through, so to everybody who can just like zip through them like it's nothing, respect to them.
Pretty boss.
Someone saying, I came from the Abroad in Japan Haunted Hotel video. How long have you known Joey and Chris? We were all born in the same hospital, and we were all raised in the same ninja hall, where we were fed a single grain of rice every day. No, I don't even know how long. Everybody just kind of knows each other. I don't even know how long now. I feel like the weird thing is I've never met somebody in Japan who doesn't know Victor.
Like I'm always behind the scenes, so.
Well, gonna get run over. And we're just about there. We're just about at sunrise. And Katie H says, I hope you two are well. I always visit your channel when I'm feeling down or lost. Somehow your content grounds me. Wow, that is a really kind thing to say. Thank you so much. Wanted to thank you for sharing your discoveries with us, tuning in from New Zealand. Wow. KDH, thank you for such an insanely generous set of words and super chat. I really appreciate that kindness. Is this where we came up from?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to take a different route down? Let's take a different route down. It's a beautiful route, which just like draws you to it, but let's take a different route down. Coming back to that comment from Katie, I really, really appreciate that. There's been, as a creator, during this time, you feel like you've got to walk this line between kind of sharing this place. As I'm saying this, I'm also kind of talking to Victor about it. Between like sharing and encouraging like safety and distance and whatnot, which is one of the reasons why a lot of my streams have moved to the morning. Why like my videos have been a little more quiet, laid back, just focusing on the sights and the beauty and everything. And so I'm glad that it is helping some people to enjoy. I was actually amazed. So Victor and I were out here yesterday, and what did we see?
Travel buses.
Yeah, this is all filled with like tour buses, and just wow. So, Brian, thanks for the vids. Brian, thank you for always being a part of it. I really appreciate just always having you here. It's always nice to have you around chat. So, and do all Patreon tiers get access to the Discord server? From the middle tier, the second tier and up. The first tier is basically just basic stuff, and the podcast. I have a secret Patreon podcast that goes on there, and from the second tier up, there's access to the secret live streams on the Instagram account and everything like that. So it's all listed out there. Feel free to check it out. I think Tim's shared a few links, but for now, I just want to enjoy this beautiful walk in Kyoto. Right now, for anybody just chiming in, it is currently 7:16 in the morning. That is our 7:16 reminder to give that like button some love. And did you already tell us what gear you're using today? Today I'm using some old gimbal that I've been using for years on an old iPhone 8 with the Moment 14mm lens. I've actually changed up some of my gear lately. I've left it in the description box below. A huge shout out to Moment, the makers of this lens, who've just made just so many things possible lately. The entire trip that Victor and I are on right now was made possible because they got me a camera that nobody could get me. They actually got it into Japan in an amazing, and I would not be able to shoot this project, especially the video we're doing tonight. I wouldn't. Yeah, definitely would not be able to shoot tonight's video, which will be shot in the dark of night without help from Moment. So yeah, if you're looking for camera gear and you want to buy it from like a trustable, reputable source that often has sales and discounts, their website, I think it's like shopmoment.com or something. Their website has it all there. Also, I've decided to change a lot of my, wow, that's beautiful, links in the description box over to them. So you should grow your hair long, Norm. You'll look like a samurai. Fun fact, I actually used to have long hair down past my shoulders. And I thought at the time, I was like, oh, this looks awesome. And then like the day I cut it, I was like, what the heck was I thinking? Like, I looked at pictures from earlier in the day and I was like, oh my Lord, what was I thinking? And Katie left a follow-up I didn't want to miss. Of course, do you ever feel that some places you've seen visited genuinely quiet shouldn't be revealed in the video for fear of over-tourism taking away its once serene atmosphere? That's actually a really good question.
I think that's something creators have to struggle with a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a fairly common struggle of a lot of creators. Okay, let's do this. I like this. We didn't get to go down this street yesterday, and today I want to. So I want to address that question because it's a really good question. And I think a lot of creators are like, like Kyoto, for example. I think this is my first time to ever share Kyoto on my channel.
Really?
Yes, ever. I don't think I've ever come to Kyoto on the channel because to me, it was an overly visited place. It was already suffering from over-tourism then. And between fighting the crowds myself and just adding to that over-tourism, I was just like, nah, Kyoto isn't, nope.
Yeah.
But that's why actually a lot of the places that Victor and I go to are places that are really difficult to get to. So you're not really gonna get like, do you remember the mountain roads driving out to that abandoned school?
That would be nuts.
Or that what is it? The shrine on the
shrine?
top of the mountain?
Yeah.
Not even Taki Shrine, the other one. The one on the top of the mountain from last year.
Oh, yeah, that was nuts.
That was crazy. This is a walkway, by the way. I could literally just like lift my hand up and you can walk over it. So a lot of the places that Victor and I especially go, and a lot of the places that I try to show on the channel, the goal is more introduce places that I feel most people won't go to because it's so out of the way and there's not a lot of other stuff in the area.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will go to a place like Kyoto because it's a lot of spots jam-packed into one area. You could spend days here and not see everything.
That's true.
But you go out to like Taki Shrine, you do that maybe a hike and that's the whole area,
Yeah.
right?
Not to mention the day or two it takes to get there.
Yeah, so it's a lot of travel time for some of the places we go, and it can be, to be honest, quite expensive. Victor and I, coming into this adventure, we're talking about how, amazingly, this has probably been one of our most affordable so far. A lot of the adventures where we go out and we try and introduce places that are tough to get to, between car rental and gasoline and everything, it's both consuming in terms of time and cost. So it's not really accessible for the average person, which is why we try to share it. Hope that answers that. There's someone that said, is there anywhere in Japan you want to visit that you haven't yet? I might eventually want to go down to Okinawa, but I'm not really like a beach vibes kind of.
I see.
Like, I'll take mountains over beaches almost any day. And Kelly Paget has dropped in an adorable little stamp. Look at that. Thank you so much for the stamp super chat. Which way did we come from?
We came from this way.
We came from that way?
I haven't checked out that way or any of the side streets.
Let's start hitting up some side streets. If we can find some of those narrow Kyoto alleys. So. Japan is growing over-dependent on tourism. We actually had a woman walk up to us yesterday. An elderly woman, probably, she had to be at least over 80.
Yeah.
And she was so happy to see us. And we stood talking to her for the better part of 15, 20 minutes. This is a beautiful street. I would say this is one of the rare times where the camera is actually capturing the beauty. Yeah, unfortunately, you do have to walk a fine line of balance as a creator on where you want to introduce, which is why there are still many places that I just keep to myself. Like, there are a few that I know most people wouldn't be able to get to because you've got to drive incredibly dangerous roads and then hike even more dangerous roads. Wasn't there a trail we were gonna take?
A trail?
Yeah.
The philosophers?
No, you'd like pointed it out as we were like on our way. I totally forget. Oh. Drawing attention to some places, like, is definitely a positive thing. There are certain areas, like for example, I will forever promote Shikoku because I think the island of Shikoku needs economically more tourism. It's definitely not a bad thing for the area. Not a lot of people go there because it feels kind of out of the way, but the area of Shikoku, the entire island, is just covered in hidden gems. It doesn't matter where you go. Tokushima, Kochi, Ehime. What's the fourth?
Kaga?
Yeah, there you go. I tried to put you on the spot, see if you freeze. But yeah, literally all 4 prefectures in Shikoku, which is why it's called Shikoku, it's the 4 country, is just gorgeous. And I got more people asking what time it is at the moment. It is time to give that like button some love. It is 7:25 in the morning here in Kyoto. There we go. You know what? I'm turning this way just because we both looked over at this street and we're like, we're going this way, right? So, see you guys. Gotta go. All right. Well, thank you for joining. Laura's saying streams like this are gonna get me down the lockdown 3.0. No, I hope there's 2.0. 2.0. Laura, thanks so much for joining. Laura also recently became a part of the community. That's amazing. Glad to have you. The traditional sounds of Japanese vending machines being filled. Hello, Pigeon. There we go. We've done our Hello Pigeon Club duties for the morning. Really enjoyed the back streets. Sup, Pigeon? Yes, Pigeon. Everyone's happy about the pigeon. You can't not be happy about the pigeon.
Pigeon's gonna pidge.
Pigeon's gonna pidge. That is a real sentence that just came out of the mouth of Victor. Pigeon's gonna pidge. There we are.
That's a beautiful shot.
That is. That's just really nice right there. Pigeons are homeless doves. Oh my God, that made me laugh way too hard. Oh my God, I choked a little. Okay, we're gonna go a little quieter as we walk through this area, because it's like 7:30 in the morning, and this is a really residential spot, so. I definitely lost Victor to that beautiful shot back there. It's almost unfair. I should have him carry the camera and I get a couple shots. That's the other thing, like, so both Kyoto and Tokyo, I love for this. You can go into any back street and you'll stumble across like a shrine or a temple like this.
This is the one we found yesterday that we were talking about.
Yep. And how can cars get there? 4 wheels, driving. They just drive through. Victor and I actually drove out here, so. Yeah, I'm just loving the view way too much. Got distracted. But I love these corner moments right here, where you get to see over there and over here. Is Kyoto really as touristy as everyone says? Kyoto is the absolute definition of touristy. Someone said Pokemon Go is probably the bomb over there. It definitely is. And for those chiming in asking what camera I am using an iPhone 8 with a Moment 14mm lens. Oh, this is a neat little spot. So actually, where is it? Someone had just mentioned, you know how we talked about those little structure at the bottom of the buildings, right?
A ton of them back there.
Yeah?
Yeah, and that small little side street we went through.
Okay. So I kind of want to address this. I'm going to be ruining the behind the scenes video that we're shooting.
Oh,
But
you gonna give them that info?
I'm going to give them the info because someone said that those are there for dogs. Well, there was a bunch here, back there.
Yeah, it was back.
We're not going back that far. Okay. So, a lot of buildings in Kyoto, especially, have these little things down here. And I just touched some magical button. Have these little, like, things. I wish I could.
Awning?
Well, it's under the awning. So a lot of buildings that will have like a bit of an awning sticking out will also have like a little thing here to stop you from getting too close to the wall. Now, yesterday I asked Victor what he thought they were, and he said, are they to stop like dogs from peeing
Yeah.
on the wall? And they're actually made to stop people from standing under the awnings during rain and ruining like the flow and the aesthetic of the street to keep people moving. So it was Japan's, like, one of Japan's most original city flow design concepts was to add these little things that stop people from standing under the awnings. It's like, what's it called? I think it's called like aggressive design or poisonous design or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like when they add like, when they purposefully make a park bench uncomfortable so you can sit but you won't sit long,
Yeah.
you know? Or they give you like a railing to sit on rather than an actual
Yeah,
bench like in Shibuya. Yeah. No, they don't really prevent rainwater on the walls. Like obviously the pipes and whatnot. These, this is what I'm looking for. These right here were originally meant to stop people from standing under awnings of shops. Like during the day, that shop would be open and people would be coming in and out. These are actually a really, really old creation. I think that if I remember correctly, the woman who explained it to me like, I don't know, 10 years ago, it told me that like it's like unique to Kyoto. It was a Kyoto creation that spread across the rest of the Japan. There we go. It's just there.
Yeah.
Why are there no other people? Because it's 7:33 in the morning. And I feel like the sun is just about coming up. And got some super chats coming in here, so I'm gonna take a second to read them out as we enjoy the view. Hostile architecture, thank you. That is the word I was looking for. Daniel, you've already given me so much, but thank you for the super chat in addition to that. Yes, I figured that today might be, I know things in the US are a little tense right now, and so I thought this might be a nice peaceful distraction from all of that, but I understand that not everyone's gonna be able to stick around for the entire thing. Feel free to come back later on. If you do watch later on, do me a favor and leave something in the comments. I still love hanging out with you guys in the comments afterwards. So even if you're watching this afterwards, or even when it ends, drop some love in the comments so that we can hang out down there. And Samuel Robinson says, your channel's awesome. I have a question. What is a great place to learn the Shamisen? Ooh, that is bright. Oh, we're turning around. So We haven't officially announced it yet, but the Shamisen girls, Kiki and I, have actually started online Shamisen lessons. That is right. We're running it through Patreon. We've already recorded upwards of 50 lessons, and we're going to be releasing roughly 2 a month for the next couple of years. And I think it's just like patreon.com/learn shamisen if you're interested. Shamisen are also very expensive to buy, so we have sourced affordable shamisen, and we're going to be doing a video about that at some point. So anybody who's interested in the music side of things, we will be able to share that with you then, but later on I will link it in the description box of this live stream. If you're new to the channel, there are 2 shamisen players that I call the Shamisen girls named Kiki. They are the 2 top players in Japan, and we spent most of last year traveling the world from Italy to Australia. Hikari went out to Germany, Canada, the US, and sharing their playing, their performances, and all that. We've been working together since actually before I started the channel. We're gonna head down into these back streets here. Oh, look at that, I've never noticed that. A request to push the bike rather than riding. I will say this much though. Have you noticed that the street lights in Kyoto just seem to last a lot longer?
Yeah.
Like,
And they're way too longer.
yeah, there's a lot of street lights, and oh, she's breaking the rules. She's breaking the rules. I can understand why though. It's quite narrow for her.
In an ordinary day,
Yeah.
not a holiday.
And someone asked how I come up with the ideas for videos. I actually share a lot of behind the scenes with the community that we've got going. And I get into like how I find the locations, how I have the ideas. I've probably got at least the next 2 years worth of videos lined up.
Right.
Probably wouldn't do all of those videos, but it's at least 2 years worth of content. So there's just a lot of stuff that I want to share. Are you far from the Nintendo headquarters? Probably not that far. We're in
Like a
Kyoto.
30-minute walk.
There we go, about a 30-minute walk. There we go. Yeah, and Gion is actually just, I'd say, probably down that way. So. Yeah, coming back to, I just found the comment, sorry it took me a minute, when we were talking about those little things that stop people from standing under the awnings. The woman who shared that with me worked for like a traditional design place. There was a like set of videos that I was working on of design in Japan, and yeah, I learned about it during that time. And she was just talking about like city design and how all these things come together and why they are the way they are. And it turns out there's a lot of design planning built into Kyoto that you just don't even see or think of. Like even the colors on the roads all have meanings.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember what they are.
Oh, okay, that's
I
unique.
wish I did, but some are like beige like this, some are orange, some are red, some are green. All of them for like city workers and whatnot. All of them have meanings. So are you aware whether or not these more backstreet areas get very crowded during touristy seasons as well? The backstreet areas tend to be less crowded, but unfortunately, Kyoto as a whole is just always very crowded. Which way are we?
Straight ahead.
Kyoto as a whole, especially during the touristy seasons, is always just very crowded. So good morning from Kyoto. Don't forget to walk along the Kamogawa and cross. Yeah,
Last night.
we walked through there last night. So are you going to get breakfast? Very soon, actually. Very soon. My phone actually just gave me a notification that I only have a very small amount of battery left.
Oh well.
Yeah, so that happened quick. Do you prefer city life or country life? That is a deep and difficult question. So, traditional Japanese breakfast. Yeah, bacon and eggs.
Bacon and
All right, guys. Well, we are going to start wrapping up the stream here. Thank you. Let's walk down this way a bit. Dennis has just dropped in a beautiful chat and extended things for a minute or two. So allow me to read Dennis's super chat here. Go get yourself both a nice cup of coffee. You best bet I will be. Thank you so much for that, Dennis. Thank you to all of you who joined this live stream today, took this walk with us through Kyoto. Hopefully, I'll be able to swing in maybe another something like this in the next week or so.
Yeah, it should be possible.
Let's just see how our shooting schedule goes. As I said, Victor and I have a very long shooting schedule starting today. And so appreciate you guys joining us for this. Do me a huge favor if you haven't already, give that like button some love, and definitely leave me something in the actual comments on the video after it has uploaded. We've got a great community. I want to see you guys getting to know each other. I want to see you guys just hanging out and leaving stuff there. So thank you again. Oh, look at that view. All right, guys. Victor, you want to say bye?
Cheers.
Wonderful. And you guys know, I'll see you again real soon. Oh, Jared just jumped in with an Ohayo gozaimasu. 私、日本語の学生です. Oh, you're learning Japanese, eh? 学生. Jared, very well written. Before I wrap this up, since Jared has done this, I want to share something with you, Jared. When I was first learning Japanese, I would actually jump online with my Japanese friends. I think I used MSN chat back then.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we'd have like full on like hiragana conversations. And like, cause I couldn't do kanji back then. So we would do these like full on hiragana conversations, and it was just so much fun. And Jared's message reminded me of that. So thank you. All right, guys. I will see you again real soon.